Hey everybody, welcome to Board Game Heaven. In this video I'm going to talk about accessories, and in this case in particular an insert for Gloomhaven. This is the folded space foam core insert for Gloomhaven, which will help you organize your game. So let's open up the box and see what's inside, and I'll show you how to put it together and how you can use it for Gloomhaven. Alright, the folded space insert for Gloomhaven comes in a plain cardboard white box, but it folds open very handily, and as you can see it has this instruction booklet, a couple of sheets of paper that tell you how to put it together and how it goes into the box. So there you go. So that's very handy. And of course they come in these sheets, unpunched. Let's see. So this is your basic foam core, which is a 5mm thick foam foam plate board with 2 sheets of this finishing on it. In gray, you can get them in white or in black as well as big sheets, and these come of course pre-cut, so you only have to punch them out and put it together. So there's plenty of sheets in here, as you can see. So let's punch it out and put it together. Okay, so when you're building these inserts, make sure you have a nice mat or something, or a piece of paper or a newspaper to put underneath so you don't mess up your table or your tablecloth. What I like to use for foam core inserts is this kind of glue. It's the white kind of PVA glue, polyvinyl acetate, which is basically your standard school glue, or the white kind of wood glue. And this is Bouhan from Belgium, here in Europe. It's pretty cheap. I bought a 1 liter bottle of it, which will last you a very, very long time, but your standard PVA glue will do. I also like to use a little cup. This is just a lid of a deodorant can, so I just use that to pour some in, and then I take a very, very cheap little, a couple of cents brush to apply it with. So that's all you're going to need. The instructions tell you all the sheets that are inside the folded space. And first thing I noticed is that they are completely punched, so that's easy to punch out. They did, however, have this branding on it. It says folded space, and over here that's fine, but it's just basically in the same 2 spots on each sheet, so it gets cut off, and as you can see here, so it's random where it's placed, and yeah, I had rather they didn't do that. But that's really a minor nitpick. So we're gonna make one of these trays just as an example. So you push out those parts that you need. So there we go. Very easy. All right. Okay, so then I simply take a bit of this glue. There we go. You just need a very tiny bit. And then you check how you are supposed to put it together. And I like to glue them because they will probably hold. I mean, you can just put them together like this. But then once you start handling them and putting stuff inside, I mean, this is easy enough, and it doesn't fall apart. But if you got stuff in here and you're passing it around, then you just have to bump it a little and it will come loose. So just for sturdiness, I'll just glue it together. So just simply take the part you're gonna glue, and we'll just take that apart, and just check where the edges meet. So basically the bottom of this part will go there, and I won't bother with the little inserts here because that will be sturdy enough. So just dab your brush into the PVA glue and just gently apply to the bottom there. Not too thick, you don't need a lot. Although this glue, when applied thickly, will fill any gaps that you make, which is handy with your own custom foam core inserts. If you're making your own from just foam core boards, then you're cutting them yourself, and you may be not as precise as this machine cut example that we have here. And then in those cases it is handy to simply fill out any gaps with that glue. So you see, you press that and you can just wipe off any excess with your finger. It is easy to wash off, and you just hold that, and that's really it. There's nothing to it. So there we go. I'll just put all of this together, and then I'll show you after it dries how it will fit into the Gloomhaven box. Alright, so see you later.
What follows is a brief construction montage. Two hours later.
So, after about two and a half hours of gluing stuff together, this is what I ended up with. There's two of everything. There's plenty of different trays. This one was actually the hardest because this had all these small little dividers, and this one went in the middle afterwards, and you had to squeeze it in there. So it's probably going to be the most sturdy tray of all. But, even the big ones, that holds together quite nicely with a bit of glue. So let's put it in the box.
Much later.
Hi, and welcome to What Did I Just Punch? Just a little bonus though. Underneath Gloomhaven, there is an insert, and underneath that insert is this envelope. Ooh, enigmatic. Well, just thought I'd show you. Let's get these inserts into the box.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I've put everything together, punched the game, put everything somewhere. I've got some room left because these are made for the big monster cards, and with the envelopes, and you have two of these, so there's plenty of room for stuff that will hopefully come in the future. Well, if you need it, because this game will already last you a lifetime. There's two trays here with the stands and with the money. There's two of these trays here that have smaller cards that fit next to each other. Then there's two of these trays with dividers, also for smaller cards, which I just put in here. And then two of these trays for the big cards, which you put on their sides. And it looks like if you sleeve them, the packs will be thicker, so you might need this one as well. And there's plenty of space for sleeves, should you want to, because there's a lot of cards in here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna want to sleeve that, so let me see if that fits here. That's a shame, that doesn't fit. That would have been a nice spot to put those. So next, the insert, the reference there, tells me to put, let me see, these two trays with the bigger monster standees over here, like so. So that fits very nicely. So that's good. And then we have the trays that hold your miniatures that go on top here. So that also fits here. You've got your trays with your health tokens and some of the furniture tokens here. And there's another one of those that goes on top. I've put all these big character standees over here and some of the other furniture over there. And then the instructions tell me to do something that is a little bit weird, and I was wondering why that was the case, because these two with the monster standees go here, but they are slightly wider than these two trays. As you can see, it's not flush with this. There's a space difference here. So that's kind of weird, because if I put this here, I'm gonna have to push these two trays out of the way, leaving a gap right there. So this and this is no longer flush, which kind of bothers me a bit, because I would have liked to have this space equal for all the tiles that I need to still put in there somehow. So that's a bit strange. And this goes here then next. So I actually wondered, can't I put this in that direction? But I can't. So yeah, this is the best I can do. So that leaves me with a bit of an overhang from these two trays. Well, it is what it is. And then these two trays go on top of these card trays. So that's that. And then we have two more bigger trays for all your hexagonal overlays, and I put the dragon on top of that, because you know it needs to go somewhere and it just happens to fit. So that is everything from the insert, goes there, and then you're left with a puzzle, because then you need to figure out where to put all your tiles. So I'm gonna try and fit them in as best as I can, and that is the foamcore insert by Folded Space for Gloomhaven. And so that was Boardgame Heaven Talks Accessories, the Folded Space insert for Gloomhaven. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's highly appreciated. And I'll see you next time on Boardgame Heaven.